Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I've got a very small haul from Dollar Tree and Joann. So even though this is a very small haul, I am very excited about it because they are a couple of items that I've been eyeing for a while. I'm just very excited about being able to find them in my stores finally. And so you can see here what I've got. Basically, I've got two things from the Dollar Tree, which I wanted to show you. And then I've picked up this planner from Joann. So let's set this one to the side and start with the prayer cards. Now, I mentioned at the start of the video that I've been looking for these. I saw and I don't even remember whose video, but I saw in a Dollar Tree haul video from several months back, probably like 6 or 7 months now, that the Dollar Tree had these prayer cards. And so both of them say the same thing. This one's a little bit easier to read, but it says prayer cards, inspirational prayer, and scripture cards for yourself and others, and it includes 20 cards. You can see there are two different designs, at least that I could find at my Dollar Tree, but this is what it looks like on the back for that one, and then this one. I'm not worried too much about the design of it, but what I thought I would do with these cards is just show them to you and then put it into like an index card box or a file box, and just be able to just kind of mix it up and pull out a card every once in a while to just kind of like use as the prayer for today. And so this one comes from this pack. I should keep them together so I can show you. So I'm going to flip through this set first, the holographic set, just so you can see this, right? And so this is from this box, right? So it says today's prayers, and the front, as you can see, it just kind of goes between like this kind of mint color and the purple, all right? And it does have 20 cards, so I'm just going to turn it this way and flip through it fairly quickly, all right? So Psalm 25:5, Psalm 25:3. I won't read it to you. I think you can certainly just pause it or slow it down and read it to yourself. But this one is 2 Chronicles 7:14, Philippians 2:4, Titus 3:7, Romans 10:17, 1 Peter 5:8. I love the font that they use here. Psalm 42, Luke 12:22, Psalm 55:22, Isaiah 12:2, Luke 11:28, Proverbs 16:24, Matthew 5:16, Isaiah 26:3, Psalms 56:3. My phone is not able to focus anymore. Romans 12:21, Romans 12:9, Colossians 3:13, and Proverbs 3:6, verse 6 there. All right, so that was the first box. And then the second box, again, it came in this box, right? And again, oh, this one has a different color. I didn't see a third color here, but this one kind of mixes up between purple, the hot pink, and this blue color. But the card, the design itself is the same, and the font is the same. It's just a different color on the inside. So here we go with this one. 1 Peter 3:14, John 14:1, Psalm 23:6, Matthew 6:27, Psalms 34:17, Psalms 138:8, Luke 1:37, Numbers 6:24, Philippians 4:7, Exodus 14:14, 1 Peter 5:6, Psalm 51:10, Psalms 23:4, Hebrews 13:6, Luke 7:50. I transpose 7 and 5 all the time. That's why it took me a while right there. Isaiah 40:26, Psalm 9:9, Psalm 41, Psalm 34:18, Romans 8:39. Okay, and so like I said, what I'm going to do with this is basically take it and shuffle these two decks together, and every once in a while, if I just need to, I don't know, just sit in prayer for a second, I'm going to pull a card. Now, I also do have my prayer Bible that I have put together like a week or two ago, and so I am thinking about pulling out all the New Testament prayers in here, and if they are like in a category that fits into my prayer Bible, I will stick it in my prayer Bible as well. So that's my goal with those cards. All right, and then the only other thing I have is this Joann purchase. And I am super excited about this one because I showed in one of my kind of earlier videos, probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago, when the fall release from the Happy Planner came out, that they had a new vertical hourly layout. And so there was some issue with maybe it was like the wrong video for the wrong planner. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I actually picked this up. I did, as you can see here, like in store. I just wanted to make sure it was the correct one. And so I did peek in there. And so I'm going to now get this all open. And I am excited about this. Now, my plan for this planner, and it will be in my planner lineup video when I record one for October, is because I've picked up this planner now, I think what I'm going to do is use this as my catch-all. And so being able to keep track of all of my other planners and just do a little bit of time blocking. I have mentioned in some other videos I'm not very good at time blocking, and so maybe I shouldn't call it time blocking, but really this is my chance to decorate an hourly, but also just to maybe keep track of my work hours and just block out time for things like recording videos and doing housework and, just managing all of the other different planners. That's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to use this planner for. But it is part of the Work Plus Life series. Let me show you some of the packaging. So it says Work Plus Life 12-month deluxe planner. It is for the 2024 calendar year, and it of course has an it says right here vertical hourly. It has metal discs, and then here's kind of what the preview of it looks like, and this is what the mock layout looks like. And again, I think that there was some issues with on the Happy Planner website with the wrong, I don't know if it was the wrong layout or the wrong name or something, but this is the planner. So it's the black one, as you can see here. I don't actually remember. I think this one is the City Chic. That's the name of it. And so that's how it's listed on the website, I believe. But this is what the Work Plus Life Planner looks like on the inside. I actually have been using these covers, FYI, as part of my home binder system. And so I have been updating that in the past couple of weeks. So I'm super excited about adding another binder here. I'm also super excited because these are black metal O-ring discs, which some of the other black covers have had silver discs, and I chose not to get the black O-ring discs when they initially came out as a separate purchase. So I'm excited about getting these discs now because they're obviously sold out on the Happy Planner website. But so excited about all of it because I can use that, and then here is what it looks like on the inside. So it says Work Plus Life by the Happy Planner for 2024. It has just 2024, not the 2025 page, which normally is on this right hand side, but it does list some of the major holidays here. It does have a calendar that you can maybe put dots or highlight or whatever to be able to mark some of your own personal events. Then it has accounts and passwords, which it says account, login, and password, and it has several different sheets of that. I actually really like that. I wish they had a lot more than that, but they're at least they have one sheet of it. And then of course it has the perpetual calendar, or to me I call this the year at a glance, or a yearly overview more than a perpetual calendar, just because I don't use it year over year. But these pages are here for the 12 months of 2024. And then the currently page for the Work Plus Life Planner, I really love this because it doesn't actually have anything related to the month. It doesn't have anything related to currently things, currently doing, or whatever, all of those kind of phrases. It's just a notes page. And so for me, I actually prefer that the entire month is together. So for January, because this is not dated for February, I can actually use this notes page for January. So I just really love that. And I'll show you at the very end too. The December page is also a notes page and it looks the same. So I just really love that it's the same page throughout at the very end. So I don't have to worry about putting this one as the January one. I can pretty much use this one as the January month, and then I can pretty much archive all of January together. So hopefully that makes sense. If you are a Happy Planner user, you know kind of how it goes with that. But the monthly here says do less with more focus. right? And then this is what the monthly looks like, very nice and neutral. If you want a neutral planner, the Work Plus Life Planner is your best option, just because it doesn't even have like the designs. Like this one has 0 designs. So this one is going to be the most neutral planner that you'll be able to pick up for yourself if you want something that's completely neutral. This is it, right? So this is the monthly, I think fairly standard. Then right after the monthly, it has like what I consider like monthly dashboard pages. So right here it has January goals. It has a section that is .grid that says focus on, then important dates, which is blank, and then of course it lists some of the major holidays already on the page right down here. Then it has a to-do list, and then it has another notes page, and this one has a helpful tip. It says capitalize on the chance to multitask. I actually disagree with that. Do not multitask. Just from a psychological perspective, it's really kind of a bad idea to multitask. So, okay, there's something very different about this that I'm noticing already. So it has .grid down here, and then it says basically the dates at the top, which looks normal, but I feel like in the vertical planner, you have a lot more of a wide gap at the top. Okay, so I went to pull some pages just to kind of show you the comparison here. So this is like a standard like vertical layout. So you can see here that there's a little bit of a gap at the bottom, and then the heading at the very top is quite wide. So let me grab my ruler. All right, so for the vertical layout, it's about an inch. It's a little bit more than an inch, but here for the new like hourly planner, it's not even an inch. So it's like right like a 1/16 of an inch shorter than 3/4. So I can't do math, but anyway, you can see very close to the top of the page. So hopefully you see that, right? Then the other thing that I'm noticing is that at the very bottom, there's like a very small like gap too. But the other thing I'm noticing is that they add the times here on this side, which I'm going to guess means that these columns are going to be much shorter. So the standard like vertical layout is 1.5 inches, right? Just showing that to you right there. This is not 1.5 inches. It is 1, 2, 3. So in 1 3/8. So that is like 1/8 of an inch shorter. Is it an eighth? No, it's a fourth. I can't do math. Again, I'm really bad at math. Okay, so 1, 2. Yeah, I think it's well, anyway, you can see here it's like 2 hash marks. I am really bad at math, okay, you guys. So like, especially 8ths and 16ths and like all these weird numbers. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6/16, which is, I'm pretty sure it's 1 3/8. Okay, so again, really bad at math, but you can see it's not going to be 1.5, so it's going to be a little bit shorter there. So that's, like if you're going to be using vertical stickers, that's going to be something for you to consider, because it will be smaller and your vertical layout stickers will be like wider than the columns here. But the good news is that it is a much longer, more extended day. So it goes from 5:30 and it goes by half hour. I'm just double checking that it is half hours. Some planners I've noticed, like for lunch breaks, they like will delete like a half hour and it's just like 12 to 1, and I'm like, why did you do that, right? But it goes all the way down to the 10 o'clock time frame, which basically means from 5:30 to 10:30, and I think that is perfect. Now for me, I think that I would use stickers in here. I am totally fine with just being outside of like the box or the column and just making it a little bit bigger. I don't want to like cover up the times though, so I feel like Monday and Thursday would always just kind of be like a little bit into Tuesday or Friday. So that might be a little bit annoying. And I might just keep it to pen and paper and highlighters to be able to time block again. Like that's my goal, is to like, not so much like, well, yeah, it is to time block. It's to like, for example, do all of my social media stuff, tasks in one time block, and then like to do my work tasks in a time block, then to do any chores and household stuff, any family related stuff, and just be able to kind of track over the course of a week where my time and like how I categorize things and where my energy goes and that kind of thing. So that's kind of my goal with this. And like all the pages look like that. Again, it's very nice and neutral. I think it is a really good planner to time block. Again, at the beginning, I've mentioned I'm not a time blocker generally, so this will be something new for me. And I think all the pages will look the same, but I'll go ahead and show you February. Find your purpose and motivation will follow. And again, here's the monthly. Right here is the like dashboard, the quote down here does change, but I won't flip through it just to show you the quotes. Just know that the quote will change every single month. And again, the weekly pages are the same. So I will just show you the dividers at this point. This one for March says, note to self, number 1, never forget how wildly capable you are. April, goal, plan, repeat. May says, it's now or never. June, again, it says, note to self, number 2, just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. And then July, good things take time. August, I believe and therefore anything is possible. Note to self number 3, if the plan doesn't work, change the plan but never the goal. Right, October, big things often have small beginnings. That's absolutely true. I love that. Right, in November, inspire, encourage, learn, grow, support, and love. Right, and then note to self number 4, anything is possible with a little passion and a lot of work. Right, and then I did want to show you at the very end, like this is the currently page for November/December, but the very last page in December is also a notes page. So again, I think that I could very easily just use this one for December and archive the entire month with its currently page behind the same tab. Now, one note that I will make, because I haven't mentioned it yet, the dividers here are set up a little bit differently than the typical like Happy Planner dividers, because it does have 6 months down the spine, and the paper here like includes that extra like piece of paper, or like how for September here, like all that extra like paper like goes all the way down there, and then like December is much wider. I have been going through and just kind of trimming that. If it bothers you, I would suggest trimming it as well, but I don't know if I'm going to use the planner like this as is without like moving it into a Franken planner. I might be okay with just leaving it, but if I move it into a Franken planner, I do trim that piece off just because it will make it stick out and kind of cover up dividers. So just putting that out there. And then in the back, it does include all the Work Plus Light planners, from what I know, have always had a like sheet of sticker paper, like very functional stickers, and then a pocket folder. So these are the pocket folders, or like the one pocket folder that it includes in there. And then because of the way that the discs are set up, it's connected to the back spine, so you can't close it that way. You have to make sure that you flip all the pages forward, and then you can cover this like that. I do get a lot of people who ask, can you fold the covers over on itself? I would definitely not recommend that. Like it's pretty much like stuck once you lay it flat. So it's definitely not something where you can bend it over on itself like you could the laminated covers. But I, again, use these covers for my home binder system, which is on a shelf, mostly for reference. I don't necessarily use it on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, that's it. Now this was, even though it was only 3 items, a very long video, so I apologize for that. But hopefully it was helpful for you to be able to see this and see it in detail and see some of the measurements and things like that for that. Of course, I showed you this planner and also my new prayer cards that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. So that's it for this video. Even though it was a little bit longer, hopefully it was helpful to you. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.